This is section 2.1. This covers the quadratic formula, which I wrote right here. The first thing I would do is I want to have everything in standard form, which means I want everything on the left-hand side. So I went ahead and subtracted 8x, and I added 9. And then I'll label my A, which is 3, my B, which is -8, my C, which is 9. Okay, so here's my quadratic formula. So it's -8, which is negative, the opposite of -8. So it's -8, plus or minus b squared, which is -8 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 3, times c, which is 9, all over 2 times 3, which is a. Okay, the next step, I wrote this as just 8, and then -8 squared is 64, 4 times 3 times 9 is 108, and then I just simplified 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so inside here, this is the only thing I changed from here to here. 64 minus 108 gives me -44. Since I have a negative inside the radical, I write that as I squared of 44. And then to put this in simplified radical form, 44 is 4 times 11, where 4 is a perfect square. So then the next step is I write this as 2, and I keep everything else the same. Okay, now I want to go ahead and simplify this. There's 2 ways to do this. The way that my math lab, I'm pretty sure how the way they do it is they go ahead and factor out a common factor from the numerator to denominator, which would be 2. So I'm pretty sure this is how my math lab does it, but there's another way to do it. I just want to show you that. So there's a common factor from everything is 2. If I factor out 2 from here, I get 4. If I factor out 2 from here, I get I squared of 11. And those cancel out. So you get 4/3 plus or minus square root of 11/3 times I. Okay, so that is one way to do it. The other way you could do it, if you wanted to, is you could just go ahead and take the 8/6 and the 2i square root of 11/6. So this is just another way to get the same answer. So go ahead and separate them now. So this becomes 2 goes into each of these, so 2 goes in here 4 times over 3. Two goes in here once, and I get in here 3 times. So I get square root of 11/3, and then the I. Okay, so either way you get the same answer. Now in the homework, they'll want you to write both of these out separately. So you have to put the minus and the plus. So when you put this in the homework, you want to put 4/3. I always put the smaller one first just to play it safe. So I put the minus one first. That's the one answer. And then they want you to separate by comma. And the other one is 4/3 plus square root of 11/3 I. Okay, so that is the end of 2.1. That's why I didn't have time to cover in class. And there's another problem in the PowerPoint.